What's up, tribe? Happy quarantine. Welcome to the quarantine queue up for workout one of the Support Your Local Box Open. We have a 10-minute AMRAP of 10 air squats, 9 dumbbell snatches on the right, 10 push-ups, 9 dumbbell snatches on the left. You can tell how when I don't write the line, I have a little bit harder time remembering it. So guys, running through this one, we're going to knock out the standards first and some of the modifications, and then we'll talk about the strength element. We're pushing the strength element to the back today so we can shift the primary focus to workout one. So the first movement is the air squat. We know very, very well how to air squat. We're going to dig those feet into the ground. I can't see it. You're going to dig those feet into the ground, screw the ankles into the feet, pushing the knees out. We're going to take that hip crease down all the way below the knee clearly and stand up nice and tall. You're responsible for your own standards, so make sure you're hitting them. If we have any issues that might require modification, we can vary the height of a seat and we can screw those feet in, sit back to the seat, and stand it right up in whatever we need to. Focus on your feet, gripping the ground. With your snatch, all right, whether it's right or left arm, doesn't really matter. You can pick a different weight dumbbell, whatever weight you have available, up to 50 pounds for gentlemen, 35 pounds for ladies. You can do a barbell. You can load a barbell and do single arm snatches. Yes, they're a little more challenging, but it's kind of the nature of the beast, right? You're lucky to have a barbell, so I wouldn't complain. Or any other odd object that you can get a little bit weight on. In the spirit of the quarantine, I'm gonna stick with my pack. All right, so I'll prefer to grab it high on the handle. That's where I've discovered I get the most control. And this is actually a very good apparatus for this movement, or for this why, because you can still hit the ground and get all the way up, and it's real easy to stay on one side. All right, so I'm gonna load my pack up with a couple of plate carriers. You can load it up books, water bottles, whatever. Try to pull the straps nice and tight so you have a lot less wiggle room on it. And again, nice flat back, pull, punch, right back down, pull, punch, and right back down. With your push-ups, same standards as usual. We're gonna look for that chest to hit the floor and then full extension at the top. All right, if you need to modify, you can modify to the knee. You can still get the full range of motion though. You can hit the floor, up, drop the toes, and now we're at that full plank position. So those are your 4 movements for today's why, guys. In the strength element, we have heavy carries or loaded carries. Now there's a few different ways that we can make the carries more appropriate or more difficult. One of those ways is obviously to make them heavier, all right? For this, if I'm doing this at home, I'm gonna grab my laundry basket. I'm gonna load it up with canned goods, with bottles of water, whatever the case may be. Another way you can make the carries more difficult is to vary where they are carried. The easiest carry would be a shoulder or back rack carry. Next in line would be the front rack carry. Next in line, and this is going more and more difficult, would be the bear hug carry. And then finally would be an overhead carry, either one arm or 2 arms. I would love to see some 2-arm overhead carries today. That would be my ideal if I programmed it for us at the box and we had all this room that you guys have at home without anybody else running in the way. That's what I would do. So depending on the weight though, if all you have is a heavy implement, yoke that bitch on your back and just carry it. We're going 25 yards and we're gonna go every minute on the minute for 12 minutes. We're gonna do this while together at noon via Zoom and Facebook Live, so I hope we see you guys there. Quarantine queue up, workout one. Let's get it, tribe. Happy quarantine.